So, welcome to a brand new webisode. I want to share something with you today. I subscribe to a newsletter. It's News Talk Sports. There's a guy within the industry, Al Peterson. News Talk Sports, NTS Media Online, your daily digest of talk radio. It's a service and talks about different issues facing talk radio and news items and stuff like that. And we were recently featured in here. 1041 The Truth was because of our anniversary party. It's a picture of me, Jerry Doyle, and Neil Bortz. Let me read you something here real quick that's in today's. Our inbox continues to fill up with comments from readers about this week's story on the future of talk radio, more specifically, conservative talk radio. One of the leaders in talk radio for years for one of the big companies made a comment that conservative talk radio was dying out, that more middle of the road, moderate talk radio was going to replace it soon, that people were getting tired and that conservative talk radio was waning. It's not true by any stretch of the imagination, but let me read you more from this here. We've probably done more in-depth research on this topic than any other firm out there, says Benchmark CEO Dr. Robin Ballin. I've seen no data to suggest that good right-wing talk radio is in any difficulty, barring any decision by Rush Limbaugh to join the PGA Tour. Funny, haha, waka waka. Be mindful that, as always, talent trumps ideology. Nashville-based Radio America syndicated talker Steve Gill says the age tilt for talk radio is clearly a result, in large part, to most conservative talk stations being on the AM band. As conservative talk increasingly moves to FM, where younger listeners are, the numbers have broadened, and most importantly, ad agencies that have ignored the economic impact of the 50-plus crowd are just waking up to the fact that the core demographic of talk is where all the money is. At this precise moment of great opportunity for capitalizing on conservative talk, experts say, turn it off. Brilliant. He makes some really good points here, especially about FM talk and finding a younger audience. If there's one thing that we found out with 1041 The Truth, and more specifically my show, in the past 4 years, we've been able to build off of the FM dial an entirely new audience of people who weren't necessarily listening to AM talk. Now, we've had some crossover since then, but in the beginning, it was mostly people who were punching the dial on the FM bands and found the 1041 The Truth or my show and ended up making it the success that it is. And ultimately, it does come down to good talk as well. You know, talent and entertainment, and I'm not tooting my own horn here. I'm saying in general, all talk radio. You know, talent trumps all. I do think that there's an element that's not being talked about, and maybe I'll get into more of this in another webisode, but I was having a conversation with somebody about this very point today, and that is a lot of the good talk radio doesn't pigeonhole itself into nothing, just politics. It talks about other things. Now, I probably talk about other things too much on my show that don't have to relate with politics, but that's just who I am. I'm not all about politics all the time. Ultimately, I consider myself an entertainer, and I hope that people find the show entertaining by listening to the things that I am interested in and talk about. I'm certainly not going to make a mistake of talking about NASCAR for an hour, or Depeche Mode or Star Wars for that matter. But we do talk about other lifestyle issues because I think that's most relatable to you, the listener, if you do listen, than just talking about politics all day long. And I think that's where the cream rises to the top, so to speak. I also think that a lot of people, when they talk about the conservative talk radio going away, are also kind of hoping it goes away too. And they usually make those comments when it's doing really, really well because they know what a powerful medium it is. Or, in some cases, specifically, certain individuals are trying to push certain hosts who are looking to get on more stations via syndication. So, one more last thing before I wrap up the webisode today. I mentioned this on the air. A friend of the show and somebody who works within the company has been dealing with cancer for quite a long time, and it's fairly public within the company who it is. But I'll keep his name anonymous. I've been pretty blessed throughout my life that I haven't had a lot of people around me pass away. My stepmom, who I'm close to, recently lost her dad, but I wasn't very close to him. A year and a half ago, I guess. This particular individual has been battling cancer now for about a year or so, and was recently, well, as of today, was placed into hospice care. Um, and it's fairly, obviously going into hospice care, but it's fairly obvious that he's nearing the end. Um, and I hope that, well, I don't hope. I pray that the Lord is watching over he and his family right now. I know that he wanted everybody to know that he's in a comfortable place with his spirituality, and he himself is a Christian too. Um, so obviously it's affected me today, and I hope that you would remember this individual and his family in your prayers. They're really good people, and as a matter of fact, this particular person helped me through a difficult time recently, and I had no idea that he was that it had gotten as bad as what it was, and it's apparent now that it probably was pretty bad when he was dealing with my circumstance, which seems fairly inconsequential given what he is faced with right now. So I just wanted to share that. He's a very special man. He has been a very important component of my success here at 104.1 The Truth with Journal, and it's sad when anybody has to deal with this, and and I certainly my prayers and thoughts go out to him and his family. So I just wanted to share that on here as well. I know he'll, much like my anniversary video, he'll never see this, but I felt as a bit of a tribute to him, it was worth taking a moment out of the webisode today to mention that. He's a really good man and helped me through a lot, and he's going to be incredibly missed by all of us who knew him here with Journal and within the radio industry, and obviously his friends and family as well. So prayers and thoughts to him in what lies ahead, and to his family as well. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you Monday, despite what some of the crazies think about what's going to happen on Saturday. So thanks for watching. Bye.